Hi, I'm recording this like an hour before the video goes up. I didn't record an intro at all or find one in the video, so I'm just gonna make it up right now. So because this mask makes it so you can't sleep, I thought it'd be kind of funny to do like an ASMR, put you to sleep kind of thing. But I don't really know how to do that. And to make it a little less awkward and super funny, I added random farts playing super loud. Anyways, we're just about to start here. Sorry, enjoy. Today, we are making the all-night mask. This mask is apparently a torture device in the Zelda world, which is awesome. Looks like this, except it's not orange. Instead of being orange, all of like the mesh is cut out. So I'm gonna try and do that. It's gonna be very chaotic and very difficult, but we're gonna try it. I don't know what the sound, like how good the sound is or not. So if you have any notes on the audio, please let me know. I don't like talking like this very often. I hate. It's gonna happen every time, I guarantee you. I should do an ASMR thing. What's an ASMR thing they do? They go. This is a good stream I've made. I don't know why people don't want to be here. This is really good. This is my life. This is what I do. Right, sorry, I gotta do the ASMR thing where I keep it all on the microphone here. I need to make the music quieter, and I need the farts to just blast. That like jump scared me. It's gonna be a really good stream, I think. Because I stream during like my 2 days off of work. It's so loud. It's so loud. I can probably make like this entire shape out of a single sheet of foam. I should be able to. There we go. Great. What's another ASMR thing I should do? Should I gurgle water? I've been streaming for like almost 30 minutes here, and I've made exactly this amount of progress. Okay, that looks like it'll work. Okay, now I'm gonna cut it out. I'm gonna try at least. How is everyone? Okay, never mind. I hate using this knife. I know this is the way you're supposed to do it, but I hate this way. I always cut off too much. I'm not putting enough pressure until I'm putting too much. Okay, that's the end of the song. I'm done with this bit. I'm undoing all of it. Okay, we're back to normal. ASMR is over. I wonder how many people joined and then instantly left because they saw that it was an ASMR stream. Probably like more than 0. That's working for how meshy this thing is supposed to be. Yeah, that's kind of working. Okay, now I'm gonna trace this thing backwards. It's kind of weird that the mask actually like naturally fits on Link's face perfectly. So I'm gonna make a super headcanon awesome. I think it'd be cool if, as like a stroke of irony, the mask in like an unactivated state is just like a regular sleeping mask. And then as you put it on, it'll like kind of unwrap and net itself over your face. I think that would be super cool as like a thing. So to get this mask, first you need to get the biggest wallet you can. So the first thing you gotta do is deposit 1,000 rupees into the bank to get the bigger wallet. Then you have to go and beat the Ocean Spider House before the second day, I think it is, or maybe third. And that'll get you the Giant's wallet, which lets you hold 500 rupees, which is how much this costs. You also have to make sure that Sakon the thief doesn't steal the bomb bags from the old lady on the night of the first day. And you also have to make sure that your sword or bottles don't get stolen either. If you have all of that taken care of, the All Nights mask will be available for purchase at the Curiosity Shop on the final day for 500 rupees. This mask has exactly one use, and that is to stay awake during Anju's mother's stories, which give you a heart piece, and the stories themselves just tell you a little bit more about the world you're in right now and its history. The origins of the mask are actually pretty unclear, but a Sheikah stone will tell you that it was actually initially used for torture, as will the item description. This is a good start. This is a really good start. It's only been about an hour and a half. Not even. This is gonna be very ornate to cut out because all the orange places are places I have to cut out. This might actually work. Nice. They're very rough up close. You can kind of see they need a lot of refinement. From farther away though, yeah, it looks presentable for sure. Okay, I've got 2 of the same piece, or almost. I need to cut like a quick curve into this thing. This does not look like the mask I'm making. It looks like a giant like claw demon. It's a little flimsy, so it's kind of like being pulled down by its own weight, but the glue should hold. Burning my fingers for the sake of progress. Hooray! Almost done. I just have to cut out all these shapes, glue on the eyes, and then Dremel it a little bit to smooth it out a bit. Okay. That's all cut out. Okay. This is the shape. Okay. That works for real good. I love how it looks, and I'm gonna call it a stream. It's me! I'm back, and we're gonna paint today, and it's gonna be very fast. This is gonna be like one flat color plus the eyes. I might do a little bit of like slight cutting here, just to like make the eyes look a little more round. Oh, that works wonders. That already looks great. That's a good shade of black. If I can get the rest of it looking like this, we'll be golden, or we'll be black, I guess. You're not gonna believe it. I just realized I forgot to get a jar of water again. It's just a simple black layer and some eyes. I wonder if I'll be able to get like a reference of what this board used to look like before I made all the masks. It'd be cool to see how much I've actually done to it. And to kind of gradually compare my setup. I know it hasn't changed much in the last few streams, but compare it to like my Goron mask stream, it's definitely made some progress in how it looks. Everything's very purpley now. I like how it looks so far. It's gonna need a bit more of like little tiny precise brushes to get the white parts out. So far it's working. It's just getting very messy. I'm not up for a guest appearance. You stay out of here. What did I just tell you?
I'm not being on, I'm just saying hi.
Fair enough.
Looks good.
Thank you.
Have a good time.
Thank you, you too. And banned. Now all my epic viewers are gonna think I still live with mom and dad, even though I don't. I just live in their house, but it's different. I wanna make sure there's no little white cracks peeking through here. The whole game model is black, with like some blue highlights applied to it to let it stand out a bit, which I might try and do. Or maybe I'll see what I can do to make it look like it's reflecting blue rather than just slightly blue. Man, I sure wish I had 1 billion viewers. I sure have earned it. All I do is sit quietly and paint. And that's okay. That's what this stream is supposed to be. I cannot stand repetitiveness, which is funny because I've been doing the same thing for like several months. Actually, several years at this point. I've been making masks, and it all generally goes the same. Although, I mean, I think I may have talked about this before, but I've been streaming, except for like this last little break I had to take for a work event. I've been streaming every weekend since like the end of January. I've had a video up every 2 weeks, which feels awesome. It feels good to be able to dedicate my time to that instead of helping kids, which is what I'm supposed to be doing. I wonder if at some point, maybe at the end of the series, I should make a mask tier list. But I guess I'd have to figure out what my criteria is for best and worst. I suppose it'd probably be like value, design, and effort to get. I've already been streaming for an hour, just about. Live for 55 minutes. That's showing up okay. I'm glad this thing is flexible, because if it were like rigid or harder to work around, I would have been probably a little more of a nightmare to try and paint. I'm getting there with the paint. It's working. It's just taking a bit to get into all the cracks. Oh, this mask is creepy, Judah. It's a torture device in universe. It prevents the user from falling asleep, and so it induces like fatal insomnia where they hallucinate and go insane and then die because their brain just stops functioning, which is awesome. That is such a cool metal concept for a Zelda item. They gotta bring back more stuff like that. Like they gotta bring stuff like that into Tears of the Kingdom. Give us more torture devices, not just for Koroks. It's a little big. The ears are really hard to work with. I'd say that is about as painted as it needs to be for now. Terrifying. Herobrine mask. Some people interpret it as these are actually just like the user's eyes being pried apart with like hooks, which is gross. The mask is almost done. I just have to get the eyes painted and then do some dry brushing of blue after I get all these little tiny gaps filled in. My neighbors, like they're fine, but they've been working on building a garage. But man, they have like a saw set up right outside my window. So I'm waking up at noon, to be fair, to buzz saws, but whatever, I'll live. Okay, that's about as black as it's gonna get. I think I've got pretty much all the gaps. How long have I been streaming? An hour and a half? Nice, 1:35. Oh, I was wondering about this because I watched a lot of horror game let's plays and stuff online. I wonder if it's possible to make like a good horror game without relying on everything being dark. Too many horror games just take place in pitch blackness with like a pretty terrible flashlight to guide you around just so something can be like scarier. But like I wonder if it's possible to like do one without that. And I don't mean like, oh, it's like still virtually dark, but it's just not technically at night or something. But like if they could actually make something in broad daylight or something that's still scary. There, that works for size, I think. I can just eyeball it. Ha, eyeball, it's an eyeball. I may actually even be able to use just like some of my paint water here to get the gradient I'm hoping for. I'm surprised painting something all black took me 2 hours. I guess it's because I was just getting precise. That worked. Yeah, there we go. They have like a good gradient to them. And then I'm gonna do a quick line of black around the sides and then see if I can blend it in a little more there too. Almost there. I just have to get the pupils done in the eyes. But other than that, I think the colors turned out great. I want these eyes to look like they're very tired, because that's the whole point of the mask, is not being able to fall asleep. That's the eyes done. That's the mask basically done. I'm gonna do a little bit more dry brushing with blue, but that's just about finished. This is definitely a little more round than the actual shape is, but I still think it looks really good. Would have been great if I could go a little thinner in like some of the mesh parts, but other than that, I think it looks fine. Sweet. In my older videos, before I moved to doing live stream formats, I actually had something written for each outro, like a little tie into what mask I was doing. Like in the Deku Scrub mask, it was if you'll excuse me, I have some flowers to tend to. And then Great Fairy was I have some babysitting to do. Same with Blast Mask and all that, like I have some fireworks to watch. I had that written for each of them, and I'm kind of sad I don't get to do that now. But yeah, I want to bring that back, because that was actually a lot of fun, and I'm sad that I stopped doing that. Cool, okay, that's the mask done. I think the shape, aside from being a little rough because of my cutting, looks really good for how intricate this thing is. The dry brush techniques looked great, the eyeball gradient looks fantastic, but I think it's definitely up there with some of my best ever made. The next one we're gonna be making is the Garo mask. That one's gonna need some fabric work, and I'm not really looking forward to that. You guys all have a good night. Thanks for dropping by. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a grandma to visit.